Most scenery materials are stupidly expensive. So in this video I'll show you how you can easily make 5 different scenery materials for very cheap. I will use this expanded polystyrene to make a quick diorama to showcase the scenery on. When making scenery, I always like to start with the ground texture. I collect different types of dirt and twigs outside on cool locations. There are so many different methods to use this, but this time I made a paste like this. After spreading it all over the area, I add some more dirt so it dries much faster. This is very straightforward and nothing special, but it gives a great result. Next, I like to add some twigs to simulate dead fallen trees. I glue them on with white glue. A very easy way to add dead leaves is by using real leaves that dry. You don't even need a blender for this. It's easy to crumple them up by hand and just put them through a strainer and you'll be left with a very nice material you can use for ground cover. To glue it all down, I spray it with IPA to break the surface tension, and then I use some of my homemade Cine glue, which is basically just diluted white glue with a bit of dish soap. Adding greenery, i.e. small plant growth like ferns, moss and others, is done by using this material. It's the same as I showed in my tree tutorial. If you missed that one, here's how I made it. I start with extracting tea from tea bags. Alternatively, you can use sawdust. Then I use a paint colorant to make it the green color I want. After letting it dry in the sun, I put it through a strainer and that's it. I also glue this down using my DIY Scenic glue. Next I will try to make static grass. It will be made using this rope. I have no idea what's the correct name for this. Anyway, to make it green, I use this acrylic ink. I use this instead of paint because paint will make the fibers stick together. After dipping the rope in the ink, I take it out and use a paper towel to remove the excess ink. I also make some color variation to make it more realistic. Once dry, simply cut it into small pieces using a pair of scissors. In my experience, this technique doesn't really work for longer static grass, but it works great for shorter grass, like 6mm or shorter. Next, I put this through a strainer. This takes some time, but it works great to stop it from sticking together in clumps. I was able to make this much grass in less than an hour. Let's test it out. I apply glue in the areas I want to apply grass and then apply it using my static grass applicator. To be clear, this isn't the same as commercially available static grass, but I was pleasantly surprised at how well it worked. By the way, if you are getting value from this video, it would mean a lot to me if you could like the video and subscribe if you wanna see more videos like this. The only plan I had for this diorama was to showcase the scenery materials, but at this point it looked like it could use some trees. So I planted 4 of my homemade trees. It looks a bit odd, but it doesn't look that bad either. Last but not least, I'll add some small bushes. To make them I use batting and color it using the acrylic ink. For the foliage or leaves, I again use the tea leaves I colored green. If you don't have spray glue, you can use white glue and apply it with a brush like I did here. After letting them dry for a bit, I figure out the placement on the diorama and then I glue them on with white glue. And to make it look nice, I paint the edges black. In my opinion, this diorama does not look bad at all, and to think I made it all using only homemade products, and I did it in just 2 days. This just shows that anyone can make good looking scenery no matter the budget. However, some commercial products can make the process much easier and faster, but you'll pay for it. Anyway, if you got value from this video, do me a favor and like the video so it can spread to more people. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next week.